Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this today. I hope you're all staying safe out there, doing well. I just wanted to take a few minutes today and talk to you about a subject that I recently came across in these trying times, and that is a video game that, let's face it, we've all heard about at this point. We've seen news regarding to it, we've seen character art for it, we've heard the news, we've seen the music videos. It's a video game developed by Riot Games that is popularly known as League of Legends. And I'm not going to stand here today and talk to you about what the game is because you can go on Twitch and find a bunch of people who play it. You can go on YouTube and find a bunch of directors on how to play different characters. No, I'm going to stand here today and talk to you about what makes it so good compared to other video game series that are out there, why you should go ahead and play it, and some of the controversy that had arisen up because of it, and why that controversy is really pointless and should not stop you from playing what is undoubtedly one of the best games ever. So, to start off, I'm going to talk about what makes League of Legends such an amazing game to play. And first and foremost, it's completely free. You can download it on your PC, it costs nothing at all. A subscription to Riot Games is absolutely charge free, whereas in perspective, another game series that's widely popular, known as Overwatch, it may be free on PC, but for a console player, such as myself, the game itself costs about $30 to $40, depending on where you buy it from. Whereas to actually play it, you need a PlayStation Plus account, which I learned the hard way, costs $60 annually to redeem in order to actually play the game online with your friends. And for someone who is kind of on college right now and is putting everything in there, that's a little bit too expensive. So it's completely free. Unlike that, League of Legends is completely free to play. It costs absolutely nothing. And the game is very closely monitored by Riot Games Studios, so they're developing updates constantly, they're adding new content to the game, new maps, new characters. Whereas another series, which is another popular one, is the Diablo series. The release dates between Diablo 2 and Diablo 3 spanned 12 years, whereas the release date between Diablo 3 and Diablo 4, which still hasn't officially come out yet, is going to be spanning 8 years now. So unlike that game, League of Legends is constantly being monitored and they're releasing new content very intermittently. So it's being closely monitored. But because of that, it has a very large fan base that is accumulated across the world by millions and millions of gamers. And with that comes a few topics that make the game, as they say, not fun. Spanning from like there's no lore to the story, there's no background, and it's just not fun to play with other people. And I would like to say that is completely bullshit. It's not that the game is not fun to play, it's that people out there are very into the game itself, I should say. They're very committed to winning the game, they're very committed to making themselves better. And that kind of drives it to where if they fall short of that, they get a little aggravated and they release that on other people, which creates somewhat of a toxic community. Because if you're getting aggravated over one thing, you release on someone else, that makes them not want to play the game, which really just doesn't work out for anybody. So it has a very big community that really just has a few bad apples in there. And that's just no good for anybody. And then as far as the backstory of the game, that's not true. Not only does every single character have their own backstory, every single map, interactions between characters, the whole lore of the game, there is one. Riot Games has developed one for this game, and it is so amazing. I would highly recommend you look into it. And even if you didn't like the main story, the best part about having such a large community is that there are millions and millions of people out there who have developed their own alterations of the story that you may enjoy. So, let's face it, we all know how to work Google. Go on Google, find a story that you like, and take a read. You might enjoy it. So, that's basically the two big things. It's a completely amazing game that you should look into, not because of bad gameplay, but because of a toxic community. And I would highly advise you, instead of just giving into that, just try not to add to it. Don't become another bad apple. Don't let a toxic community stop you from playing an amazing game which has a downright fluid gameplay, amazing character art, and immense backstory behind it, even if you enjoy it or not. I would just like to encourage you to take a moment and play the game itself. Look into it and just play for a couple of hours because let's face it, in these trying times, we could use something to avert our attention and just get out there and be with friends. So, I hope you all enjoyed this short little lecture today. I hope you're all staying safe out there, doing well. I hope you continue to do that, and I will talk to you all later.